Alright then, round one with Bogles. So, as I mentioned in the deck, I find this deck kind of depressing to play. So I've decided to compensate for this by having an extremely large bottle of wine next to me at all times. So that if I ever feel depressed playing this deck, I'm going to take a drink. So we'll see how well that works out for me here. So we're on play against unknown opponent. We can like play Glade Cover or Utopia Sprawl. If we play Glade Cover, I guess we can be attacking for 3 on turn 2. And the alternative is if we play Utopia Sprawl, like the following turn we can play Glade Cover Scout plus Sylvan Ranger, and that sets us up longer term. But I think we have enough mana in our hand that we just want to resolve a threat first. An enemy green deck. So if this is elves rather than Stompy, I think we're pretty happy. No, we're unhappy if it's elves, because elves can go over the top of us no matter how big we go. If it's Stompy, I think we're generally quite good against them, and our hand isn't atrocious, so I mean that's great. Not non-atrocious hands or something I'm always a big fan of. And we have a good draw. I'm very unused to this. I'm not feeling depressed. So my wine remains untouched. At this point, we should have the amount of cards. Like we shouldn't actually need to draw any more cards. Like we had basically we had a hexproof thing, we had some enchantments, we had like a mana fixer. Our hand basically had everything, so that's great. Here we can like Utopia Sprawl this forest and then tap it to get Armadillo Cloak out, just to put the maximum amount of enchantments into play. So yeah, nice. I'm enjoying it. This should put the game away. I don't see what the mono green deck can do about this. Alright, sweet. So, so Stompy, they're gonna have 4 Gleeful Sabotages, which is fairly unavoidable. The main question is whether they're gonna have something utterly unreasonable against us, like their own, say, Calming Verse or Serene Heart, which is a 2 mana instant destroy all auras. Now, if they have something like that, then they've got us. So all we're going to bring in here is Coalition Honor Guard. We could bring in Gut Shots because those kill their like 1 toughness creatures like Quirion Ranger, and that's pretty good against them. I think we probably want to do that. It can slow them down. And I think this is one of the matchups where we actually don't need all of our hexproof creatures because they rarely die unless they've got some weird shenanigans going on. We also need to watch out for Tangle or Moment's Peace type effects or Fog. So, alright. The thing with the hexproof deck is that you should theoretically win basically every game 1. Well, this hand's depressing. I don't think I can rightfully mulligan this. Like we have a hexproof thing, we have a Rancor, and like a forest to cast those, and a gut shot, which is totally relevant. And we have excess scouts. So our hand is actually quite resistant to like Gleeful Sabotage type stuff going on early on. But it will be very, very depressing if we fail to draw one of our 8 mana enchantments, one of our plains, or blossoming sands. I'm going to keep it, like we're on the draw. We have a reasonable shot of drawing one of our lands or mana enchantments. Oh, alright. I'm going to snap off the gut shot here. Ah, sweet. I don't think it matters which one of these we play out first. So I'll play one of these in case they've got like a protection from blue creature in their deck for some reason. And this was actually, this gut shot on here was brutal because they didn't have a second land, so that's always good. Good for us. Alright. Things are looking up. No longer depressed. It is fair to say that this deck is much more depressing when you're like drawing 5 hexproof creatures and no auras and like that sort of draw. Let's see. Well, I think I'm happy to go semi all in here. Like they've got one land. They don't have a whole lot, and if we draw one more land, then great, we can Ancestral Mask. If we don't, then oh, it doesn't matter because they didn't draw another land. Well, that's how it's done. That's how you win a match with Hexproof. See you next round.